Ethyl alcohol is an organic compound. Its structural formula is like this. Here is CH3, CH2, and OH. This is the structural formula of ethyl alcohol. Its name is ethanol, also well known by this name, ethanol. Another, butane. Another compound, butane. Here it is, butane. What is the structural formula of butane? Carbon-carbon bonds should be clarified, and a carbon-hydrogen bond also should be clarified. That is structural formula. These are the ways to write the formula of the compound. This is the one way, structural formula, where bonds are shown, carbon-hydrogen, and in this way you will be able to find how many hydrogens should be attached to the particular carbon. So here it is like this. There should be 4 bonds around the carbon, where it is having oxygen or any element, whether it is having double bond or single bond. Total bonds should be 4, not more or less. So here, see, 2 bonds are there, 2 more required. That's why 2 hydrogen atoms. Carbon is tetravalent. That's why there should be 4 bonds around that. This is called the structural formula. One compound is acetic acid. Acetic acid. What is the structural formula of acetic acid? This compound is carbon atoms are 2. The one carbon is having hydrogen only, 3 hydrogen, 1 bond with carbon, 3 hydrogen, and another is here is 1 OH, 1 bond as OH, another bond with oxygen, CH3COOH. This is having C double bond O, and here COH. You can count the carbon atoms bond. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4. Carbon tetravalency is complete. That care we have to take while writing this formula. Tetravalency, it should be clarified. This is called the structural formula of the compound. Okay, beta? The second is condensed formula. Second formula is condensed formula. Condensed formula. Same compounds. What should be the condensed formula? Means whatever carbon atoms are there, that should be written at one place, hydrogen and then oxygen. Like in the first one, ethyl alcohol, its condensed formula is C2, carbon atoms 2, that's why C2. Hydrogen atoms are 5, C2H5OH. This is called condensed formula. This is called molecular formula. Sometimes condensed formula and also called molecular formula of the compounds. This is C2H5OH of ethyl alcohol. Butane is, the second compound is butane. Its condensed formula is number of carbon atoms are 4, C4, and hydrogen atoms are accordingly 3, 3, 6, and 4, 10, C4H10. This is a saturated hydrocarbon, alkane. Alkane, general formula, you are knowing it, CNH. What should be the number of hydrogen? Yes, beta?
N plus 2.
N plus 2, very good. CnHn plus 2, alkane. Number of hydrogen, it should be twice of carbon plus 2.
2n plus 2.
2n plus 2, 2n plus 2, H2n plus 2. So here, twice carbon, that is 8 plus 2, C4H10. This is called condensed formula. Acetic acid, its condensed formula, number of carbon atoms are 2, C2. Number of hydrogen atoms are here 3. Number of hydrogen atoms 3, 1, 4, C2H4O2. This is the condensed formula. But sometimes it is difficult to decide what is the actual functional group in the compound. Like C2H5OH. This can also written as C2H6O. Here identity of functional group is not clarified. So it may be alcohol, it may be some other compounds too, like ether. It may be CH3OCH3, that is the ether. That is the problem with this condensed formula. It should be reflected, the functional group. Here it is not reflected. That's why its condensed formula, it may be CH3COOH. In this way, the functional group is also clarified. It is a carboxylic acid. Here, this formula, this type of formula is also in ester. It may be an ester also. Okay, beta? So this type of condensed formula is creating some problems. It is, they are not clarifying the functional group. So it should be written like this CH3COOH. It is the condensed formula. So this is molecular formula and this is condensed formula. Okay. The another formula, another way to write is the third one, third type. Here the third one. Third is a bond line formula, most important, new for you, bond line formula. Its practice is needed. You have to practice this. Bond line formula. What is that? The bond line formula is like this. Here, this is the carbon, one carbon, and the second carbon is like this. First compound I am writing, 2 carbon atoms. So here is one carbon, here is another carbon, and then oxygen, hydrogen. That's why that compound, its bond line formula is not clear, is not perfect. So such type of compounds are avoided to write the bond line formula. In case of this second compound, 4 carbon atoms are there. See that. This is the first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon. Hydrogen atoms are understood as per the need. Hydrogen atoms are there. Then without any element, we are writing the formula. This is the formula of this compound. This is called bond line formula. Number of carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4. Turning represents the carbon atom. And hydrogen atoms are attached as per the need. This is the bond line formula of that compound. Second compound, butane. Okay, beta? This butane, if it is written C4H10, this is the one possibility, one bond line formula. Another bond line formula is like this. Here is, see that. 1, 2, 3 carbon atoms, and fourth carbon atom is here. These are the 2 isomers. Here C is not needed. Simply this much is enough. C is here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 carbon atoms, and these are the isomers of the butane. One is called normal butane, N-butane, and another is called isobutane. Okay, beta? So this is the bond line formula of this compound. Suppose the compound is like this. I am writing the bond line formula. What should be the structural formula of that compound? This practice, whatever, so many questions are given in the books and side books. Please attempt them. It is necessary. I am writing structural formula of a compound. What should be its bond line formula? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is COOH. Here is double bond O. Here is Cl. Here is Br. This is the carbon skeleton along with functional group and attached hydrogen. Here is 1 bond, that's why 3 hydrogen. Here 4 bonds present, no hydrogen at this carbon. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4 bonds, no hydrogen. And here is 1, 2 bonds, 2 hydrogen atoms are needed. What is the bond line formula of this compound? How to write? See here. First carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon atoms. While writing IUPAC name, number is not done like this. We have to prefer the functional group. Then we have to write the number. I have written numbering from any side, one side here, from left side only, to decide the carbon atoms, not to decide the IUPAC name. IUPAC name, its numbering system is something different. You are knowing it. So what to do? 5 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 carbon atoms. Okay, beta? So second carbon atom having Br we have to write here Br, and Cl is also at the same carbon atom, Cl. Third carbon atom having oxygen, double bond O. Other than carbon and hydrogen elements we have to represent in the bond line formula. This carbon, fourth carbon, only hydrogen, no need to mention hydrogen, and fifth carbon having oxygen along with O. Oxygen is like this and OH is in this way. This is the bond line formula of this compound. Okay, beta, is it clear? Some more examples of bond line formula. The one compound is here, it is like this: CH3, C, H. Here is a CH3, here is C, here is C2H5, here is C, here is C, CH3, here is CH3, here is CH3, here is CH2, CH3. Okay, attach hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, 1 hydrogen, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3 bonds, 1 more hydrogen, CH, and here is 1, 2, 3 bonds, 1 hydrogen, and it is like that. Okay, what is the bond line formula of this compound? The compound is written, see here, from any side, simply we have to number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. Okay, beta, here also 5, 6. So it is better to go for this side. 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 carbon atoms in one line. 6 also this side, but if we take this 5 and 6, then it is quite slightly complicated. So it is better to take in this way, 5, 6. So right, 6 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the 6 carbon atoms. Then second carbon atom having CH3. This is the second carbon having 1 CH3. Third carbon atom having C2H5. Third carbon atom here C2H5. Here it is like this. This way only. Here is 1 carbon, here is the second carbon, 2 carbon atoms. Fourth carbon atom having 2. This 1, 2, 3, 4. Third carbon atom is this, not this one, third one. Here it is third one. Like this. And the fourth carbon atom having this C2H5 once again. Here is the fourth carbon atom. And fifth carbon atom having 2 CH3 opposite direction. This is the 1 CH3. This is the another CH3. We can make a straight line. We can make any way. And the 6th carbon is like this. This is the bond line formula of this compound. This is the way to write. Okay बेटा, कुछ क्लियर हुआ, समझ में आई बात? कहीं भी डाउट हो तो इसको पूछिए. Okay, beta, bond line is clear. Simply, we have to decide how many carbon atoms are possible in a chain. Then decide the carbon chain first, and then attach the side chains or any functional group present in that. Okay. One more example. Here is C carbon atoms. Here is CHO. Here is a CO, and here is one functional group OH, suppose. This is the structural formula. We can also say it is one of the structural formula. What is the bond line formula of this compound? First decide hydrogen. Here is one bond, that's why 3 hydrogen, CH3. Here 3 bonds, one more bond needed, that's why CH. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4 bonds, no more hydrogen needed. And here is CHO. It is the complete functional group. Then decide its bond line formula. First, 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms in the chain. So 4 carbon atoms like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. After that, this CHO should be clarified. CHO is like this, double bond O, and here is hydrogen. We can show hydrogen. At this case, in this case, we can show hydrogen like COOH, like OH. We also write hydrogen. Here is CHO. Now it is clear that this group is CHO. Now, before that, there is double bond O. Any side we can write double bond O, either up or down. Any side we can write double bond O. And prior to that, that is the left side second carbon having OH. OH we have to show in this way. This is the bond line formula. Okay. Benzene. Benzene simply we write like this. This is the formula of benzene. This is the bond line formula benzene. Toluene. Toluene having one CH3 to the benzene. This is called benzene. Toluene having one CH3 to the benzene. This is toluene. CH3 here. Toluene. This is now toluene. What is the bond line formula of the toluene? Toluene bond line formula is like this. Here is this one only single line. This is the toluene bond line formula. Okay. This naphthalene. Naphthalene is written like this. Two benzene rings joined together. This is the bond line formula of naphthalene. Okay. So many organic compounds, their formula are written without any element. If no specific functional group, then elements are not needed. If it is only hydrocarbon, then there is no need to write carbon and hydrogen. With the help of bond line, we can write the formula of the compound. This is naphthalene, then anthracene, phenanthrene. These are the different hydrocarbons. Their formula written like this. So some questions are given in the books, in your textbook also. Please try them to write the answer of the questions. Write bond line formula. If bond line is given, what is the structural formula? Here, one compound I am giving. Here it is like this. What is the structural formula of this compound? This is the bond line formula. What is the structural formula? So what to do? It's the structural formula. No doubt this is benzene ring. Any ring may be here. And here is one carbon. This is the carbon. Here is one carbon. Here it is. This is the another carbon. And here is the another carbon. Attach hydrogen, sufficient hydrogen. One bond is here. Sometimes many students, they are feeling difficulty to write the correct formula of the organic compound. How many hydrogen atoms are needed? Please clarify at this stage. It is not difficult, but there should not be any doubt at this stage. Here is one bond present, 3 more bonds needed because carbon is tetravalent. That's why 3 hydrogen atoms. Here is one bond present, 3 hydrogen atoms. One bond present, 3 hydrogen atoms. Okay, beta? This is the bond line formula. Here it is, a bond line formula. What is the structural formula of this compound? Then how to decide? See that here the straight line only. Then this is the one carbon, this is the second carbon, here is the third carbon, here is the fourth carbon. Okay. In between, if a double line, triple lines are coming, means that represent the sigma along with that pi bonds. That many bonds between the carbon atoms. So what to do? 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms present in this compound. So what we have to write here? C 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the fourth carbon atom is connected with the OH, hydrogen. attach sufficient hydrogen. Here is 1, 2, 2, 3. Between 2 and 3, 2 and 3, there is triple bond. Triple bond. And finally attach hydrogen. Here is 1 bond, 3 hydrogen atoms, CH3. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4. No hydrogen is needed. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. No hydrogen atom is here. And here 2 bonds present, 2 more required. That's why CH2. That is the way. Okay, better? So I have taken so many examples, and in this way, there should not be any doubt. And formula, if it is given in the books, please do them. In organic compound, organic chemistry, practice is the most important thing. Practice makes us perfect in organic reactions. So practice is must. You have to do the practice. Whatever questions are there related to this bond line formula, please solve them. There should not be any doubt in this formula. And third one is cyclic compounds. The fourth one is cyclic compounds. Cyclic compounds, their formula, how to write. Like 3 carbon atoms, cycle start with 3 carbon atoms. 3 carbon atoms, here it is like this. This is the carbon atoms. Then hydrogen, 1, 2 bonds present, CH2. 1, 2 here, CH2. And here is also CH2. Cyclopropane is the compound. It is a hydrocarbon only, cyclic hydrocarbon, cyclopropane, or this can be written with the help of this triangle. This is the formula of cyclopropane in organic chemistry. If a carbon chain like this, 3, 4 carbon atoms in the chain, and it is connected with a triangle. This 3 carbon cycle is connected to the second carbon in this compound. So this is the cyclopropane, cyclic compound. And 4 carbon like this, 1 CH2, here is CH2, here CH2, CH2, and here cyclobutane. Okay, better? Cyclobutane. This can be written as like this. This is the cyclobutane square. In chemistry, this represents a bond line formula of cyclobutane. Okay, better? If it is connected with this, if it is like this, here it is. What is the meaning of this? 1 CH3 attached to this carbon of this cyclobutane. This is representing CH3. Means here it will be like this. Here is CH3. Then its bond line formula, it is like this. Okay. If a double bond is there in cyclobutane, there is a double bond. Here it is a double bond. And here is also a double bond. This type double bond may be there in the compound. Then what is the formula actually? Here is carbon, carbon, here carbon atoms, 4, and here is a double bond, and then count the bonds, 1, 2, 3 bonds, 1 hydrogen, 1, 2, 3 bonds, 1 hydrogen, here is 3, 1 hydrogen, here is 3, 1 hydrogen. Okay. So this type of formula, this type of compounds are called cyclic compound. 4 carbon atoms, 5 carbon atoms, 6 carbon atoms. Benzene is a cyclic compound having 6 carbon atoms along with pi bonds alternate. This is the cyclic formula of the compound, cyclic compounds. The another is 3D formula. Fifth one is 3-dimensional 3D formula. 3D formula, we are writing the structure of the compounds. We are trying to represent 3D structure on 2-dimensional plane, like CH4, methane. How to write its 3D formula? That is not so common, but somewhere in stereochemistry it is needed. So here the carbon atom lying on the plane of the board, one hydrogen atom here also on the plane of the board, second hydrogen is also on the plane of the board. These are the three atoms lying on the plane of the board. Okay. One hydrogen is inclined above the plane. It is represented solid wedge. This is called solid wedge. It is facing to us. It is facing to viewer. This is the third hydrogen, and another hydrogen inclined below the plane. This is the dash wedge. This is the fourth hydrogen. Three-dimensional view can be given to the formula. So this is called 3D formula. Carbon, two hydrogen atoms lying at the same plane. One hydrogen inclined above the plane towards the viewer, and the another one is against the viewer, opposite to the plane, inclined below the plane. That is called 3D formula. Ball and stick models, I have shown you earlier. Carbon atoms, tetravalent, four hydrogens inclined attached with this carbon that you have discussed earlier. These are some methods to represent the formula of the compounds, in which a bond line formula is the most important. If any compound is given and answer question is write all bond line formula, write the bond line formula of that compound, then you should be able to write the bond line formula. Like one formula I am giving, C5H12. Okay. How many isomers? Isomers you have studied in the 10th class. N-pentane, isopentane, neopentane, like that. Write the bond line formula of isomers of this compound. All the isomers, bond line formula. How to represent? We are trying to write the bond line formula of this pentane and their isomers also. 5 carbon atoms, this is the one possibility. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the one possibility. Okay, better? 5 carbon atoms, all 5 carbon atoms in the chain. This is called N-pentane. N represents normal pentane. Another one. Only 4 carbon atoms in the chain. These are the 4. Fifth carbon atom is out of the chain and it is present either second carbon or third carbon. Anywhere it may be. Here it is. This is the second isomer of the C5H12. This is called isopentane. Isopentane. Is it correct? Let me write like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, not possible. If I write like this, then it is also continue. In this and this, there is no difference. If I put it as anywhere, here it is like this, there is no difference. That's why it is meaningless. And third possibility, only 3 carbon atoms in the chain. 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon atoms in the chain. 2 carbon atoms, they are attached to the second carbon itself. Anyway, it may be straight line. It may be like this. This is the third possibility. Neopentane. That is the isomer of this. Neopentane. These are the 3 isomers bond line formula of the C5H12. Okay, beta? So this is the one technique, important technique, bond line formula of organic compounds. It is in practice also, it is in use while writing some organic reactions. We are using bond line formula. Benzene, very common. Benzene, we don't write C6H6. Generally, we are using a hexagon along with the circle representing the delocalization of pi electrons. That is the bond line formula. Then classification of organic compounds. This is the one part, very useful. Whatever questions given in the exercise, please do them without any fail. You have to write them. Classification of organic compounds. How do the organic compounds are classified? So many ways, so many techniques. One way, which is very simple, very common, that is organic compounds, they are classified into two types. Organic compounds, they are classified into two types. One is called open chain or acyclic. Open chain or acyclic. No carbon cycle in the compound. Carbon atoms are connected either in straight line or in branched line, but no carbon cycle is there. And another is closed chain and cyclic compound. Closed chain or cyclic compound. Cyclic. These are the two types of organic compounds. Then closed chain organic compounds are classified as, one is called homocyclic, and another is called heterocyclic. Are you able to see this part? HETERO, heterocyclic. Homocyclic means only carbon atoms in the cycle. Outside the carbon atoms may be some other elements. Heterocyclic, within the cycle itself, some other elements like oxygen, like sulfur also present, like nitrogen also present in that. That is called heterocyclic. This compound is NH2. It is called homocyclic because this cycle has only carbon atoms. Nitrogen is there, but this nitrogen is outside the carbon cycle. It is referred as homocyclic. And the same compound, if it is written like this, here it is nitrogen inside and alternate double bond. Maybe we can make a cycle also. Like this. They are not isomers. Take care. Hydrogen atoms are different. Here it is nitrogen present within the cycle. That is the heterocycle. This is called heterocycle compound. Heterocyclic compound. It is called, its name is pyridine. Here is this nitrogen. Nitrogen is present. This is the nitrogen having a pair of electron. This pair of electron can be donated by this compound, pyridine, and it is a mild base. Pyridine is a weak base. Pyridine is a mild base. And this is called aniline. Aniline is much stronger as compared to the pyridine. Pyridine is also basic compound. Here is a lone pair of electron and it can be donated easily, but it is much more basic than this heterocyclic compound. Okay, better? So this is the meaning of homocyclic and heterocyclic. Heterocyclic means that carbon cycle is having some other elements within the cycle itself. आयुष बेटा इतनी देर से क्यों आ रहे हो? आयुष, roll number 3. Be on time. Then homocyclic is further classified into alicyclic and aromatic. It is classified as alicyclic and aromatic. Alicyclic carbon cycle is there, but there is no benzene ring. Benzene ring is not there. Like a cyclobutane, cyclopropane, this is a cyclic compound, but this is not aromatic. Aromatic compounds are those where benzene ring present and functional group attached to the benzene ring. Like this benzene itself, a aromatic compound, benzene. And another is chlorobenzene. Here is Cl attached to this. It is also aromatic compound. Here is a OH along with CH3. This is also aromatic compound. Okay, beta? But this compound, here it is, benzene ring, it contains CH2OH. This is not treated as aromatic compound because functional group is not directly attached to the ring. Only ring is not enough. If it is having some functional group, then functional group should attach directly to the ring. Then it is treated as aromatic compound. Here, these two, first one and the last one, these are the two isomers. These isomers having same carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. One is aromatic, another is not. This compound, OH, is not directly attached to the ring, that's why it is non-aromatic. And this compound here, OH, directly attached to the ring, that's why it is aromatic. So this type of questions, this type of compounds will come in front of you later on. And open chain, let me take this one again. Open chain compounds where carbon atoms are present, but they are not going to make the carbon cycle. They are the compounds like alkane, and the type is alkene, and another type is alkyne. Alkynes, alkenes. Alkanes, general formula well known to you, CnH2n plus 2. Carbon, there is single bond present. Alkene, the formula is CnH2n. Hydrogen atoms are just double to the carbon atoms. And there should be a double bond. This formula is conditional. If there is only one double bond present in the compound, then only this formula is followed. There may be more than one double bond, two double bonds are there in the compound, then this formula will not be followed in that case. So this is the conditional, when only one double bond present in the compound. When two or more double bond present in the same compound, then this formula is not followed. And here, alkynes, there is it's a general formula CnH2n minus 2, and again it is conditional. There should be only one triple bond. If more than one triple bond present, this formula is not followed. It is the conditional formula. And there is carbon-carbon triple bond present, like this. These are called open chain or acyclic compound. Okay, beta? So these are some classification of compounds. These are the general topics, general things which I have taken today. The most important is bond line formula. There should not be any doubt. You should be perfect while writing in bond line formula, or if bond line is given, you should be able to write its structural formula. That is the important thing. Next day, next class, I will take about a functional group and IUPAC name. This is the one general discussion. Today and the previous day also I have taken the general discussion. And the next day onward, we will talk about what are the functional groups, how to define the functional group, and what are the IUPAC names of these functional groups. Naming part is very important. You have studied in the 10th class, no doubt. But we will go in details how to decide IUPAC name of the different type of organic compounds, varieties of organic compounds. And in exams, there will be some questions from IUPAC name, at least 2 or 3 marks question from IUPAC name only in the annual exams. Okay, beta? So thank you all, thank you very much. Any newcomer in this? Irsad has joined, but earlier he was not. 22. He is very regular. Thank you, beta. Thank you, Rohit. Rohit is 29, Subham 35. Any new student here? 15 is here. Yes, it is marked. 11, roll number 11 is not. Okay, beta. Thank you very much.